Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Cecilia, and in this video I want to talk about the Noti planner. So the Noti is also a Japanese brand, and I decided to get one planner for them to kind of complement what I have going on for work. So I'm going to be using this planner, which is a weekly planner. I'll show you the layout, together with my Hobonichi Techo, which is a daily planner. Noti is not a new company. In fact, it's new to me. But if you go into the website, you see that they have a lot of different planners in many sizes and different layouts. You could get dailies, you could get weeklies. The weeklies can be horizontal, could be vertical. There is really like a big variety, so a lot of choices. I would definitely check out. If you want to know where to purchase them, there are not a lot of stores in US and Canada that sell them. I'm gonna link below one that I know that they have. I'm sorry I forgot the name now. Yusika, something like this. I'm gonna put the link below, so go check that. But so now we are at the end of February. So Noti, just like Hobonichi, they also have April start planners. And when I look at this shop in US, they were having pre-orders for the April version. It wasn't like with the April start for the spring version. And it wasn't really what I wanted. I wanted the one that started in January, although we're already February, but I like to have those pages to test when I get a new planner. And I didn't want to wait until April to get one. So yeah, but I order mine Noti from Etsy. It's very easy. Just type Noti and planner, and I think there's only 2 shops that will come up. But I'm gonna link them below. I don't know if they will have it by the time that I upload the video, so check them out again. So I said, and also Amazon Japan, you can for sure get them. I'm in Canada. I don't know where you guys are. I think most of my views come from US and Canada. So we will for sure pay a little bit on shipping. I did reach out to Wonder Pens here in Canada, and I asked them if they were gonna get some this year. They said that maybe not right now, but probably next year they will, because there is a lot of interest from us. So if you want to get an OT, I would really encourage you to send a message to your local shop and let them know that you have an interest, and then maybe next time we can get it with a shipping that is not that expensive. Okay, so let's start this. So if you check on Notis, they have a lot of different numbers, which is something different because most of the planners that I used before, they have names. Like this is a Hobonichi Techu, this is a Hobonichi weeks, right? The Noti, although they have names, they have also numbers, which might be easy to check them out and found them. So this is the 6592. I don't know how the color is coming up, but this was listed as navy. I can definitely see that there is a hint of navy here, but you see, compared to this navy, the royal blue from Julie, which is already kind of a darker blue, this is even darker than that. It comes out like a little bit black too. And here's already shows how the layout is. So it's a weekly. Well, you have the monthly views, but let me show right away the weeklies. So it's really similar to the Hobonichi weeks. Maybe I'll show you. I'll show here in case you are not familiar with the Hobonichi weeks. So you see we have the weekly view here on the left, and it's horizontal, and you have a notes pages on the right. So I decided to get specifically this one because I was so used with this type of layout and spread. And I said, you know what, this thing just works for me. I put the things that I have to do in each day on the left, and I have a running to-do list or notes on the right. I know my brain likes this, so I probably should get another one for work, and this is what I did. So this is what it shows here to you. I have no idea what are the other things, although it's a shame because I did study Japanese for a bit, but all right, so let's start. I want to show you what do we have here. This is in fact a notebook that came together with the planner, but this was placed here on the back. I just removed and I put in here for now because we are in the first pages. So I feel like having some extra pages will make it better, like more comfortable, you know, to write when you are on this side. So that's why I just moved this. But I mean, it's nice to, I wasn't expecting it, or I mean, I didn't understand what I was getting when I read the description. But you get this little notebook also in A5 Slim. So this is A5 Slim. It's bigger than a Hobonichi Weeks, if you can see here, and also larger than a Hobonichi Weeks. Well, mine is inside the cover, but let's compare this way. So it's larger and it's also taller. And the cover, I think it feels like a leatherette, like faux leather kind of. And then you have, I didn't remove the belt yet. I wanted to show you exactly how it comes with. So let me remove it. Yeah, my light is gonna go a little crazy because now the sun is like coming on and off. It's a cloudy day here in Quebec. All right, so let me take this out. And you have here the plastic. So you have a pocket, and here on the back, you even have like a tiny secretarial pocket, another pocket, and you have a pen loop. So this comes with the planner. All right, so in the start, you have the page. So you have the year, like the calendar of the, until, so you have three years. 4, yeah. You have still 2020. So this is very similar to the Hobonichi Weeks as well. You have this yearly plan, which is in fact your yearly view. The Hobonichi Weeks also has this. And you have the monthlies, and it starts in December, and it goes, I was looking, it goes up to February, March. Is it the last one? Yeah, it goes up to March 2022. So the difference here is that, so it's grid, and the paper is creamy, and it's very similar to how the Hobonichi Weeks paper feels, like the Tomoe River paper. I would say that it's not as thin as the Hobonichi Weeks paper. So it's a little but a tiny thicker, but still very thin. Not, I think is a bit in between Hobonichi and Stalogy, but cream and also grid. And in this model in particular, the grid is blue. So this is something that I particularly love because I love blue. So I really love this layout when I saw it. And because it's an A5 slim, the boxes are bigger than the boxes that you have in the Hobonichi Week. So here, I mean, it's December, so I just transfer some of the things from my other planners just to check how I'm going to use it. Does it fit? Does it write okay? So the only pen that I tested here is the Unijet Stream. To be honest with you guys, this is the only pen that I've been using right now. No, I'm lying. I've been using a Pentel Cleaner on my pocket rings, but I'll talk about this on my video about the Filofax goodies that I got. So I have all these pens, and all of them are with Unijet Stream. And so I haven't tested a different pen to tell you. Yeah, I didn't do any pen test because this is the only one that I'm using right now. But I might like do a pen test later and post it on my Instagram if you guys want to know. So here, just testing, just like I do with all my planners. I open into some dates that already passed, and I just write things in just to see how would I use it. So I did December, I did January as well, and now I just transfer February and a couple things that will be happening this week. So I really loved it. I feel like it looks great, and especially if it's for work, I will probably only use one of the multi pens because then I have the 3 colors. I never thought I would be writing in different colors again. Like I did this thing with different colors years ago, but I kind of like it because for some reason for now I'm not tempted to put stickers in here, like dot stickers, icon stickers, none of that. So I can play with colors just to indicate to me if it's a meeting, if it's an important experiment, if it's something related to writing, either a grant or a book chapter or a paper or something. So this is what it's in blue. So it's just my color code, and something that I've been using already on my daily, on my Hobonichi Techo, and it's been working really well. So yeah, so you have all your monthly views, and then you go into your weekly views. So again, I think my first test here on the weekly was the first week of January, because I kind of remembered what happened on this week. I had a presentation to give in my department here. So it was a very stressful week for me, and I spent these days just like studying. There was a lot of things to study. There was my presentation to finish. I got some feedback from my colleagues that work on the same like research group, And so this was what I was writing, and I just tested, just to test how it writes, if it feels okay, and I really love it. One thing that I don't know if you guys are realizing, and to me this is, I think, the only down, not is I have two, like, not bad things, but two cons in this planner, is that it doesn't really lay flat. You have really to come and work on the page. But to be honest, I just come and I put a magnetic clip, and it holds the page for me. If you are in the beginning, if there is not a lot to hold, you can use a ollie clip. Well, I only have the small ollie clip. If you guys have the medium or the jumbo, right, the large one, I think it will hold no problem, but I only have small ones. But I have this ollie clip here from Moultron. In fact, it was my friend on Instagram, Lori, who gave to me, and this guy is really good. So I'm really happy she sent it to me, and it can hold. So, like, the pages won't really lay flat. The Hobonichi Weeks and in the Hobonichi Techo, the pages will lay flat. So I would say, if there's something that bothers you, maybe like taking it into consideration. So another thing that maybe some of you won't like, as I mentioned before, is that the lines are in blue. And in here also, in the weekly pages, you see that there is some shadowing, and these shadows, they are like red and then blue. I don't really mind, since those are the colors that I'm using anyways. I'm using red. I mean, I'm not writing so much in blue, but I could. So I don't really get bothered by this, but yeah, maybe not everybody will like that. So this is this week, and I transfer a lot of things, and the way that I decided to use was basically to have here to-dos, meetings, but I can put a lot more of details here and kind of plan my experiments. So if some of you guys don't know, I am a research associate in a hospital, in a neuro lab, and I'm involved in much more projects than I was before, and that's why I said I need a weekly planner. I think it's gonna help me to know, like, some of the experiments, where we are, and a lot of the things that I do in the lab, they need to follow a certain order. So we start something one day, and then depending on what you're doing, a day later you have to do something else, or in other things the timing is completely different. It's either hours, it's 2 days, 3 days, something. So I really wanted to have a place to track this a little better, and to be able to visualize it in a weekly basis, not only on my monthly calendar. So those, like, shadow is very light, but this box here, I kind of wanted to put basically the experiments that I'm doing, like something that I need, either I have really to take care of that. Everything here is mostly related to experiments or meetings or like writing things, but I wanted to put here the most important experiment that I'm taking care of, things that take long and I have to do treatments and whatever. So I just write here. And if some of the steps are taken care by either my assistant or my student, I can put their names as well, so I know they're gonna be in charge, and I can check on them, ask them if they need any help, explanation, or whatever. So I really like the way that it could be used. So this is how I'm using here. Sometimes I could, again, use my color code if I want. And in here, I'm just putting notes. So I have notes that I took on a Wednesday, and notes on a Thursday. Basically things that I have to write. And this is something that I started doing this and having a couple notes, but sometimes I have notes that they didn't really come when I was doing the task, but it was more like when I was planning and I was thinking, I should like here, for instance, I was thinking I had to prioritize which sample I'm gonna analyze first, just for the sake of the time. I won't have like a big slot on the microscope to do some imaging. I'm only gonna have 4 hours. And then I have so much stuff to image that I'm like, I need to prioritize and see what could be done this week, and the rest I'm just gonna do next week or whenever the microscope is free again for me. So this is what I was doing here. So I was just writing. I don't know if this is what things go with you, but like with me, as I write, I kind of think about things, I just write, and then I'm reflecting. So I'm like, yeah, I have to do. And I like to document my thought process in case I need to remember how did I decided on something, what was my process on going in one direction versus the other. Maybe it's just a scientist thing, but I'm used to write how did I decide to do that, when I decided this, or when I came to this conclusion or not. Oh yeah, or you came to say hi. So this is why I needed a couple more space that wouldn't be taken from a day or from a future day. You know, when you have a daily planner and if you take your half of your day just to write about something that you're thinking, then the space is gone. And so I really like that I have now here the space for my notes. And yeah, so this is how it goes. And then on the back you have a couple notes pages. Oh, I counted the other day, but I forgot now how many, so let's count again. 1, 2, 3, wow, okay, sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, I think it was 20, 15, 16, no, 17. Yeah, so it's not a lot of pages, so probably maybe they came with this extra book later if people ask for more notes pages. I don't know. Will they come up with a Noti Mega? I don't know. But yeah, but it's only what you have. You get some maps here, which maybe it's a Tokyo Metro map or something. I don't know. Just a shame I don't know how to read it. My cousins would be like, what? How come you don't know how to read? Yeah, I don't know. And then the pocket. So yeah, so this is the Nolty Listy 2. So that's the name of the model. I think the vertical that they have, the weekly like vertical, the grid is not blue. I think the grid is black, so maybe check on that. And let me know if you have any other questions. I just got this planner, so I'm going to definitely come back here and show a bit more of my impressions. But because I couldn't find a lot of videos, I decided just to do this one. And in case you guys are also looking for one Noti, I hope this video will help you out. If there is something I didn't mention in this video, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to answer your question. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.